Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another show. Chat with Gary. Leipzig 3, United 2. And with that, we crash out of the Champions League
Uh,
in the best way possible. They tickled my fantasies towards the end. Gary, please tell me what the fuck is going on with our club. What the fuck was
Dude,
that game? What? Please explain this to me,
it
please.
it's so unbelievable, right? It's so unbelievable because all we needed was a point. All we needed was a point out of the last two games in our league group, and we lost both
We
of them.
had two chances to
We
get
had two
that. We get two
chances. We had
chances.
two chances. We just had to get 1 point out of the two games. One out of six
Yeah,
would have guaranteed us into
yeah,
the next
yeah.
stage. But
So,
I
I mean,
told you,
both of
look,
us have had a chance to calm down a little bit because
yeah,
I spoke to you offline just after the game. I know how pissed off you were. So now that we've had some chance to
yeah,
digest this insufferable loss,
yeah.
tell me what do you think? Where do you think we went wrong? And is it? Tell
Dude,
me, please explain it to me.
you know, the thing is, right? When we played that first game against IB Leipzig at home, we won 5-0, right? That, if you have like a data set of data, right? This will be that one of data that's out there, right?
Yeah,
Not part of that
outlier.
data
You
set,
mean?
like as an
So you mean an
anomaly, okay?
outlier?
Yeah,
Outlier.
it's not something that you get every day, right? And the reason for that was
Which means that the
because
5-0 victory.
yeah, the 5-0. The
Yeah,
5-0
yeah.
was you're never going to get that again because the manager is a good manager. The manager
Hmm.
coaches his team properly. The manager learns from his
Yeah.
mistakes.
Hmm.
Okay. So going to this game, I knew I was prepared for a tougher game because I
Yeah.
knew Nagelsmann was going to set up his team to play
Yes.
the park.
And they're playing at home as well.
They were playing at home, right?
Yeah.
And then when the lineup came, immediately I was pissed off, right? Like,
Mm.
okay, playing with five at the back, fine, right? Maybe there's a tactic to the madness. Maybe there's a method to the madness. He's going with five at the back. It's fine. But as soon as I saw McTominay and Matic
Hmm.
as two defensive midfielders on top of the five we have at the back, I just knew it's disaster waiting to happen. I just knew it was. And on top of that, Van der Beek, one of the players who played really well against Leipzig at home,
Is
was on the
sitting on the
bench.
bed.
In fact, I've got a new name for him. It's Van der Bench.
Hmm.
Van der Beek is no longer Van der Beek. It's Van der Bench. Look, it was so difficult to watch. Like in the first 12 minutes, we were 2-0 down, Chai.
Yep.
2-0 down in the first 12 minutes.
And both very similar goals. The
Both were
left back
crosses
gets
into the
left or the
box.
right, what do you call the left and the right backs get sucked in, and there is a goal.
Yeah,
Sucked into the center, not marking the right people, and then we concede a goal.
it's just like there's no communication. There's no communication in defense. I don't understand why Juan Bissaka and Teles. I have a strange feeling they've been instructed to babysit Maguire and Van der Beek.
Absolutely.
I
How,
think
okay,
that's what
wait, wait,
happened.
wait, 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 wait. This is if that's the case, if that is the case, and maybe you're right, that might be the case. So to cover for our two fridges in the center, we have the two the wing backs, as well as two defensive midfielders
Yeah.
to kind of cover for them. So we have four players.
And yet we conceded
Yet we
goals.
concede.
Yet.
See, there are some decisions that baffle me, right? It's absolutely baffling for me, right?
Yeah.
One, you kind of touched upon Van de Beek. Why is he on the bench? Second, you take out Alex Telles in, during after the 45 minutes. Keep Luke Shaw on. Luke Shaw is on a yellow. Luke Shaw is first game after injury. 20 minutes later, he's substituted as well.
Mm.
For what? For a
For Williams.
right-footed left
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
or a right-footed whatever wing back, right? What is the point? And
But this.
you know what? My yesterday was probably one of the darkest days in United history with Pogba pulling that not Pogba,
Yeah.
but
His agent
uh,
pulling the stunt. With
Yeah, pulling that
you know,
fucking dumb shit of a bloody drama
yeah,
oriented thing. And then he comes, the worst thing is he comes on, and then who in the right mind do you think Klopp would have played him? Do you think Pep would have played him? Don't we have the balls to say, you fucked us, you can never even come close to the club?
yeah. I mean, the thing is, right?
Why?
I don't think Ole's got options. The thing is, I think going into this game after the statement had come through, I think he just told himself, "Look, I'm going to try to get through this game without Pogba.
Yeah.
Like, if I play him now, like I can't look at myself in the mirror. I lose all credibility with my team, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because what kind of message am I sending the rest of the team
Mm-hmm.
if a player pulls out that kind of stunt and I bring him
Yeah.
straight back into the team, right?
Right.
But whatever happened, we didn't play well. We conceded goals. There was no options on the bench. Pogba had
Yeah.
to come, right? But I tell you what, right? As soon as him and Van der Beek came on off the bench, you could see the dynamics of the team changing, man. And this is the problem, right? Everyone slates Pogba, tells me he's a prima donna. He creates problem. He's full of drama and all that. But when he finally leaves Manchester United, people realize how important he was to the team.
But look, I get it, Gary. I get it. There is no doubt in my mind. Pogba is a world class player. There's no doubt in my mind we'll miss him. But the problem is he's the kind of player who you don't want in the team because it kind of negates the whole team dynamics, right? I completely understand. Pogba as a leader in the French team is not the same leader in a United shirt, and he had about 3.5 to 4 or 4.5 years to prove that, right? How can you? Okay, we are sitting here and talking about Bruno getting the captaincy, right? Talent wise, I think Pogba is more talented,
Hmm,
right?
easy, yeah.
But he's not a hard worker. Why haven't we just sat back? The captaincy is up for grabs. Pogba could have taken it, right? But Bruno is still up and running, right? For the captaincy. I mean, he's closer to deserving the captaincy than Pogba ever is. That's the problem. That's the qualm I have. He's the guy who kind of creates that mentality in the team, which got Jose fired, right? Literally, that's exactly what he would create in a team.
Yeah, but
Or on the positives, he can create a really positive atmosphere like he did for the
no,
front.
we look. All we can do is speculate about what happened between him and Jose, right? We don't
Right,
know what happened because,
right.
you know, he's not done the same. Well, Pogba's not done the same thing to Ole, right? Obviously, there's a bit more respect. I know
But
Jose's, yeah, but the thing is, right? We've got to put a clear distinction between uh, a captain
Mhm.
and best player. Like a captain doesn't necessarily have to be the best player, right?
Agreed.
Right. So Bruno is the captain because of his personality,
Miles away,
yeah,
yes.
and the way he carries himself, the way he carries the team, and all that, right?
Yeah.
Pogba is a very good player, world class, right? World class player.
Mm. Mm.
His personality is not the same as Pogba, right?
No.
He's a player that you get when you've got, I mean, you've got your base, your structure solid, and then you
Hmm.
add Pogba to the team to be the
Yes.
top of the icing, right?
Yes. Yes.
Unfortunately for Pogba, he's in a period in Manchester United when we've got so much turbulence. There's no structure in the club. Like he's having to carry the club through every single game almost, and that's not what he had envisioned coming to this team because he was promised a dream where
Yes.
he would be playing alongside star players,
Yeah.
right? He was going to be part of the jigsaw. He was not going to be the jigsaw.
Yeah. See, I
So
completely understand. Okay. Look, let me. It's not a. It's today is not about Pogba. What he did yesterday was absolutely shameful. Today is not about Pogba.
yeah,
Nothing about what we did on the pitch had anything to do with Pogba.
yeah.
We had a set of 11 people who undeservingly was given a chance to play for the United shirt. And today, every one of us disappointed. Every one of them disappointed us. The defense, I tell you, Gary, I think we both could have had better.
Dude, we just need to bin the lot, man. We just need to bin the lot. Teles and
Maybe,
Luke Shaw may be the only two ones I kept. The rest of them
yeah.
I've been a lot. One Bissaka
Why?
needs to go. Maguire needs to go. Lindelof can be on the subs bench. All right. But those two guys need to go. They're not good enough for us. They're not good enough for this team. They're never going to be good enough.
Maguire, dude, I serious 80 million we
He's
paid
our
for him.
freaking captain, Chai. He's our captain. All right. You got a captain there who basically can't even command the back line. He's never
You,
talking to his defenders. He's never shouting out orders.
Mhm.
He never gives you confidence. When he's there, I'm most worried about the team.
You know what he says in the post match, right? He's like, for 20 minutes, we know we weren't at it.
Yeah,
I'm like, what? You know,
how can a captain say that? What kind
wait,
of
wait,
message
wait,
you?
wait, wait. Everyone before the minute they got on the plane, or the minute 90 of the PSG game, knew this was going to be a do or die game to be in the Champions League. All we had fought for, yeah, last season was top four to play in the Champions League. This is not motivation enough for them to start well. If this is not, what is?
So there's a problem with this team. I think what's happened here is, and I think it's kind of been happening right in the last two games. We went from behind, and
Hmm.
somehow because the margin wasn't too big, we were able to claw ourselves back up. And because of the quality of the team and
Yeah,
whatnot, like we managed to somehow come back in the second half and get a win. But I think there's only so many times you can do it, right? It's very, very taxing on because it's think about it. You're behind the game. You're trying to go for the win. It's so you've got to put so much energy to change your mentality and to go and attack. It's very, very
yeah.
taxing on the body and the mind.
Hmm.
So like there's only so many times you can do that. After a point, you've got like you just can't. It's not sustainable.
Dude, that's we sat here and said West Ham should have won the game on the weekend. If that put a few like I mean, if they would have finished better last week, we would have been staring at a 3-0 at the halftime. We
Yep.
spoke about it, 3-4-0 at halftime.
Even Southampton was the
Then
same. Yeah.
even Southampton was the
Yeah.
same. And nothing has changed.
Mm.
Nothing has fucking changed. The same personnel, same result. The midfield, there might be some changes, but to be quite honest, if your
Dude,
defense
how
is that
how
bad,
how do you have McTominay survive the whole game?
oh
How?
man, don't
How?
even talk to me.
Oh my God! You've got two world-class players who both could put. Well, Real Madrid wanted one, and the other one could potentially go to Real Madrid, sitting on the bench in Pogba and Van de Beek, and you've got McTominay playing there in the starting 11.
Dude,
Like, if I was Pogba or or Van de Beek, I'll be like, what the F is going on here? Like, what kind of shit show is this?
man, I tell you
Why did you
what.
buy me?
So okay, that's all okay. It's fine. Look, this rests with the fucking manager, right? And I've never said this on this show. I think the time has come. I think he needs to go. He needs to go as soon as possible.
You finally see the light.
I
I
look,
think,
man. I always had this glimmer of hope, right? And somebody mentioned it. I was reading an article or somebody said it. I can't remember which one it was, but they've said every time Solskjaer has like a string of victories, we think we've turned the corner. Now we've turned the corner so many times, we're back to where we started.
yeah,
There is no fucking improvement from this today. Marks 2 years, right? He's been in charge. Nothing has fucking changed. In fact, I think some players have regressed. In fact, most players have regressed.
yeah. Like
Uh,
let's not kid ourselves, right? We keep saying that Solskjaer's improved Martial, but really, has he really improved?
he
Because
had a freak of the season last season.
yeah, he
That
had a
was an
freak of the
outlier too, right?
season. I think I like what you said. I think wasn't the last show, the show before this. You said that Martial thrives when there's no competition, and I
Yeah,
think that's quite true because now when you see Cavani there,
yeah.
he's sort of I don't know what it is. He's lost his confidence, and it's not the same Martial that we had last year. And really, when you look at it, I think Martial had his best season under Van Gaal, his first season.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
so
Because Van Gaal was nurturing, right? I think Van Gaal, two players came up through Van Gaal, right?
mm,
One was Rashford, the
Martial.
other was Martial,
Mm,
and both of them have grown into something special today.
mm,
I don't know. Yeah, look, maybe the one manager I think we should have given or persisted with was Van Gaal, in
yeah,
my opinion. Maybe he
and
would have at least,
this is where the standard is, right? So Van Gaal wins the FA Cup, the next
Mhm.
day is out.
Yeah,
Okay, the standard is dropping, Chai. The standard is non-existent right now. We have just got kicked out of the Champions League. We're so inconsistent. We got trashed by Spurs at home, and this
yeah.
guy is still in charge of the club.
But okay, now let's take a step back from all of this. I'm going to ask you a question. Let's say we did make it through the round, right? Let's say we did make it through the group stages. Do you think we would have beaten any other team that would have qualified over two legs? Are you confident? What if you would have drawn with Barca or Bayern or one of those teams
The,
that would have
the,
put some six or seven past us, right?
the thing about cup competitions is it's so unpredictable because you've got
I
oh,
understand, man.
yeah,
I
look.
understand.
It all depends on, because if we had topped this group, we would have ended
Hmm.
up with uh, the second team from another group. Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
it gives us better chance to go into the next round and next round
correct.
and the next round. The fact that we couldn't get a draw out of our last two games just tells me like there's a major mentality problem in the team.
Hundred
Like
percent,
every time
100%.
the onus is on us to win or get a result,
We
we just buckle under pressure, man. We just buckle
exactly,
under pressure.
dude. They don't have what it takes. They don't. They're spineless twats. That's what these fuckers are.
Yeah,
Spineless, spineless.
just
Nobody except Bruno, dude. You know
yeah,
what? I'll keep that guy away. Right? He tried and tried, huffed and puffed all fucking day. Right? Rashford
yeah.
ran. That's fine. Right?
We need someone with that
But
mentality in defense, man. We need someone with that
yeah,
mentality in defense. Someone
yeah.
who's going to, really screw people up. And
Man, this.
Maguire, man, he needs to be stripped of his captaincy ASAP.
Oh,
There
you
is
know what?
no doubt. There is no
He
doubt
needs to
now.
go. He needs to go fucking play games in reserves, dude. We laughed at we when Chris Smalling and Phil Jones used to play. We used to laugh at them. For some reason, I think they would have at least put up a better fight today
Yeah.
than those two guys were there. The third goal. Please explain what the fuck happened with the third goal.
Oh my God, try.
How did we
But
even?
what's the word? Okay, Maguire, he obviously he's got two guys on him. He doesn't mark he marks the guy closer to the front post. The guy at the back is free, and then De Gea, right? What is he doing? He's turned his back on goal. Like, I mean, what?
Why did? Why
Why didn't you
did
just
they
go and take the
play?
guy out?
What?
Even if you
Fucking
get,
just
you're going to
play
concede anyway.
Henderson.
You're going to
Play
concede
Henderson.
anyway.
Fucking.
Yeah, play Henderson. But either way, just take him
He's
out.
just, yeah, dude, that's the problem I have. You can't rush everybody after an injury, right? He did it with Luke Shaw. He expects him to play 90 minutes. Oh my God,
My
dude.
God, yeah, man, this guy, man. I tell you,
Sometimes,
even Rashford, and he rushed Rashford in the last game, and
yeah.
like I just
Rash,
do.
dude, the only complaint I have with Rashford, he doesn't pass. He doesn't see the final ball. He does not see it. He wants to take it on himself, right? There were a couple of opportunities. He should have just looked up and just passed. But anyway, dude, look, I think we are where we deserve. Let's not kid ourselves. I think we're Europa League material, right? The only qualm I have with Europa League is because it's so taxing on the Premier. I mean, the
Yeah,
gap is
look,
so close to the. It's just something that we have to deal with all over again.
I,
You know
I
what?
I'd be
Yeah,
happy
go
for us to just go out of the Europa League, man. To be honest,
dude, we're not going to finish top four, Gary. We're not going to finish top four. Are you
we
serious?
will, if we get rid of the manager. We will.
Yeah, yeah, but
We've got a good chance now, but it all depends on the guys above and how serious they are about finishing top four. They've got to make the call right now to decide that Gunnar
they
Solskjaer
don't
needs to
care.
go.
They don't care,
No,
Gary.
no,
They
no.
do not
Look,
care.
I'll tell you what, man. Interesting fact, right? This
Hmm.
Champions League, right?
Hmm.
Going into the next round, would
Revenue,
have
huh?
given United 100 million
Hmm.
in sponsorship money. Now that they've not gone into the next round, that's 100
Hmm.
million less,
Hmm.
right?
And no fans to watch it as well, right?
Yeah. If there's
Where's
one
the
thing
money
I know
coming
about the
from?
Glazers,
They care about the
when you
money.
screw with their money, they're
Hmm.
gonna get you. So
That's what they're doing. That's why I think they're facilitating Pogba's move away
mm,
for the money. If they sell Pogba, get the money, they don't replace him. That's a positive, right? They knew they were not going to get revenues. They knew they had to get someone to ship
yeah,
half the
but they were
people.
banking on us going through the group stage though. That 100 million is basically Jadon Sancho money, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that 100 million now is not there. You know,
Mm.
if I was a Glazers, I'll say, Ole, what the fuck, man?
Dude, I'm I'm tired, Gary, because every time I watch United, right, these days, I don't know what's gonna turn up. Are we good? Are we bad? What are we, dude? Are we a good team or are we a shambolic team? I think individually, every game that we've won because of individual brilliance, right? That Pogba goal is not going in every week. Literally in 4.5 years, he scored twice like that.
Hmm.
Maybe that volley against Watford or something that he'd scored was a stupendous volley, and maybe one other goal. So in 4.5 years that he was here, or 5 years, he scored three goals like that, right?
Yeah. Nah,
The it's all individual brilliances, right? The Greenwood goal is not going in every day. He missed two today, right? We lost this game. Fuck all of this, right? We were high-fiving when we beat Leipzig. We 5-0 or whatever it was. We were high-fiving ourselves, saying, "Oh fuck, you know what? We're so good." The reality always fucking comes and back and bites you in the back, right? Then that Istanbul game we should have won,
yeah.
right? And we had fucking Demba Ba bloody run more than half the pitch to put the ball in. That was where we lost it. I'm
You know,
done. I'm done, Gary. I'm done.
dude, you
Right.
know what? You know what? Okay, I got to be honest, right? When the Champions League draw came out initially, I was very, very
Hmm.
skeptical about us going
Hmm.
through. And then United has got this way of giving you false promises. We won our first game against PSG. We win our Leipzig game. Then we lose
Hmm.
our away game in
Istanbul.
Istanbul. Then we come back and we win. And we have two more games to win or draw
Yeah.
to get through the next stage. And we fuck it up, right?
Let me ask you this: who do you think is to blame?
Dude, it's got to be Woodward, man. It's got to be Woodward for this whole mess we're in. We should never have given Ole the long-term
The
contract.
full control.
He did really well. Look, I'll give him credit where credit is due. He took us from the abyss when Jose left us. He brought us
Yeah.
back. He made everyone smile again. We were playing
Hmm.
well. He should have taken the team till end of the season. We should have replaced him with Pochettino then and there.
Hmm.
Why did we decide to give him a long-term contract? I have no idea. So clearly, people at the top of the club don't know anything about football because for them, it's about good feelings and where they can cut on costs. Anyway, it is what it
It's
is. We're
just
out of the Champions League now. We've got to look forward to bloody Thursday Europa League games.
not looking forward. Not looking
It's
forward to
bloody
it, man.
annoying. Yeah, annoying.
Not
And
looking
then
forward to it.
and then then our Premier League fixtures are also messed up in Australia because most of the games are going to be Monday morning for us, which
Hmm.
is a bit annoying. So in all reality, I hope we get out of the Europa League because I don't really care about it.
I don't care. It's this weekend's going to be a tough game, right? Now against all odds, we'll put some performance in and maybe we'll draw, right? But I have no fucking hope, dude. I have no fucking hope. Literally,
Uh,
uh,
I
I
actually have a
mean,
better feeling than this because every time we expected to lose, we'll come up with a
hmm.
win. So based on that
But
trend,
how long can you live like this,
you
Gary?
can't, Chai, you can't.
Is it?
But I'm saying this is the reality of our team right now. You've got to accept where we are right now. We are an unpredictable team, which is quite advantageous because opponents don't know what to expect from us. We can go every game and no one will understand what we're going to do for that game. Like there's no pattern of how we're going to play our game. There's no pattern on how we're going to set up our team. So all I'm
Uh,
hoping for is for us
mm,
to sit back deep and hit
mm.
Man City in the counter attack. Um,
Fair
and
enough.
I'm hoping Martial or Cavani come back as
Cavani
well,
beef.
because I think we
Yeah.
really miss Martial this game.
Yeah.
Like we
I think
really,
we missed the target man.
yeah.
I think
So all
if
these people
he
who give Martial shit as well, I want you to
mm,
really look back and look at what Martial has done for us in the last few games.
yeah. Any positives before we go?
Positives. Look, it was a good comeback. We fought
Oh,
we fought well in the last 20 minutes, man. I've got to say we gave a bit more fight. I think we had a bit more quality in the team when Pogba and Mendebeek came on. Um, we created a lot more chances. We were a bit unlucky. When Leipzig almost had that own goal that they could have scored right at the end of
yeah.
normal time.
Bruno hit the post.
Bruno hit the post as well. Look, I think towards the end of the game, I think Leipzig were a
Mm.
bit more tired and we had a bit more energy. But
Mm.
unfortunately, we didn't have the quality. I think the defense has majorly let us down, man. And it's a
I
common
think
occurrence from game to game.
yeah.
We've got to sort it out
So
ASAP.
every
And
time we lose, Gary, I think we should just take the snippet of and copy paste in every
yeah,
video, right? So
look,
we don't spend time.
I'm just so
It's Ole got his formation wrong. The defense let us down, and yeah, well, these two, right?
it's it's just every single time on the defense, man. Like, in fact, I've come to a realization now. Maybe we just play with two at the back and put more attackers up front. Because
Yeah,
even if you concede, then we've got a better chance of
better
scoring.
chance of scoring, right? Yeah,
Yeah. So anyway, it is
and
what it is.
it is what it is. It
So we
is.
got Man City in the next game. Hopefully, get a win there, but we'll see.
They're coming home, right?
Yeah, coming home.
Mhm.
All right, guys. If you like the video, hit a like on that like button, and please subscribe to the channel if you're new. Until the next episode, this is Chai with Gary.